Yo, what's up, people? This is your boy, Mr. Rock Rockefeller, coming back to you again on another interesting, maybe a little short and sweet episode that I'm posting. Like I said before in my previous post, that I'm going to do my best to try to do a lot of these and maybe even get some special guests on here, I've been fumbling around, with the Anchor app, and I actually pretty like it. I mean, I pretty much like it. How am I talking? I ain't been drinking. Okay, maybe I'm just a little tired, but nonetheless, today I'm going to be pretty much talking about a few things within the industry, mostly with my brand, which is Rockefeller's Entertainment, and my website, rocksboys.com. Remember, I told y'all if you want to visit it, you can. But remember, if you have any issues with homosexuality, don't bother. You know what I'm saying? Stay to yourself. Don't get on there and then come back to me and talk about, oh my God, can't believe what I saw on the website. So nonetheless, I've been doing good. Just so you guys know, today is January 8th, 2019. This is my second broadcast that I'm doing on here. So recently, I've reached out to a couple of guys that are here in the same city with me, here in Dallas, Texas. I recently moved down here from Chicago, which really wasn't my original plan, because I was going to go back to Florida and Fort Lauderdale and Miami. But after visiting Dallas for the first couple weeks, I was like, oh, shit, I like it here. The cost of living is cheap, and the people are really nice. And one of the most important things to me is the fact that it's an untapped territory, meaning that unlike a lot of cities like LA, Atlanta, New York, there's other adult film companies that are in those cities, and there's a lot of models that are in those cities, and some close by, that are used already, meaning they already work with those companies or they've been seen working with those other companies. I don't mind working with models that have experience with working with another brand, but I prefer to have models on that are pretty much new. You know what I'm saying? Fresh face. Maybe even pair them up with somebody that's already in the game, but try not to do like a repeat, or see a model on another site and then bring them on with mine. I mean, it happens. Sometimes it's inevitable and you get stuck with doing it, but doesn't mean that my entire cast has to be based off me seeing them in, another scene from another company or what have you. But nonetheless, the guys that I got coming or that I have down here are really cool, really nice. Some are shy. Some aren't, they're not new when it comes to the sex scene. Of course, we know everybody's got their freaky side and they do what they do in their personal time, but they are really new when it comes to doing it in front of the camera. I have my own ways and techniques of making, the models or helping the models feel comfortable. I don't mean to say making, because I don't want to make it seem like I'm coercing anybody to do shit, but I'm not. When I say making, it's like I could sit up and have a conversation with them, answer all the questions they may ask. A lot of times, you may get some producers that don't like doing that. And, they look at it like it's a tedious thing, like, oh, stop asking all those fucking questions. But hell, ask away. If it makes you feel better and it makes you feel more comfortable and getting ready to do what you're about to do, I'm not going to push you away. I'm not going to shun you away and be like, oh, you're asking too many questions. You're asking questions for a reason. So just bring it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to do what I can to try to make that person feel as comfortable as possible. So with the few that I've talked to, we've already got some things started. I did some filming and some hot photo shoots over the past couple weeks. And then I got some projects, right, that I am planning in the coming weeks. As you all know, and if you don't know, I do pretty much everything by myself, meaning when it comes to the filming, the photography, the editing, the graphic work that goes into if making like marketing ads for roxboys.com. Some things that I put out are photos of the model with the, roxboys.com on it, or wanna be a rock boy, which is hashtag wanna be a rock boy, is a thing that, because a lot of people, guys come to me like, hey, I want to be a rock boy, or how do I get signed up? And, I just figure it's something catchy, and it presents itself. It asks the question before the question's asked, do you want to be one? And then once they get to that point, they can sit up and say, hey, I'm a rock boy. It makes them feel that they are part of something. And that's always been my goal and mission with Rockefellers Entertainment, is to bring on these guys that are attractive and sexy. It doesn't matter if they're skinny and slim, and because a lot of guys look at themselves like, oh, I'm not big enough, or I'm not ripped enough. It's not all about that, and I think that's one of the things that the scope or the view of adult entertainment is lost, because people, there are some people or companies that portray the industry as you have to look this particular way, or you have to be able to do this particular thing, when it's not. Now, I may not film certain types of models, a genre of porn, like, big guys or thick guys. Just because I don't film them doesn't mean that there's not a company or a brand or market out there for them. There's a genre pretty much for every fucking thing. So just because I don't do it doesn't mean that it's not out there. So I want you thick guys to keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? They have porn, like big boy porn and all stuff like that. But I'm just speaking more so on the level of what I do with Rockefellers and Rocks Boys, is that to continue to give the guys that are interested in getting into the industry, building their image, building their brand, which would be in turn not just the brand for Rockefellers Entertainment and Rocks Boys, but building their brand as in their model name, like Pint, or Jarvis Gambino, or Trey Donovan, or D'Angelo Jackson, who else that's on there? Shy Kid and Brandon Tucker, which of course you guys haven't seen him in a while, but he has done porn. He's out here in Dallas as well. Pint, which is a new model. These names, whether you know them or not, as they continue to do work and they begin to build themselves, build the brand, which is the name, and then the image in the industry, and how they want people to see them based on how they're portrayed, it helps them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I saw you on Rocks Boys. Oh, you're one of Rocks Boys. You know what I'm saying? Oh, how can I be part of Rocks Boys? Or you at Rockefellers, how can it's not, it's never been just about me. And I try so hard to stress that to people, because everything's not like hunky-dory. Things don't go as you always plan. Models get mad, pissed off about certain things. I mean, they're human. That's what I expect. I don't expect anything less. But at the same time, even as, a model and producer and director myself, I can't just sit back and be like, okay, you can talk to me like you're crazy, but I'm just telling you that this is how it is. Shit happens, and then there are times that things are great and they go the way that they're supposed to. But that's just the art of the game. That is the art of being in the adult film industry, of working to build yourself as a respectable adult entertainer. And I say respectable, with such emphasis because, sorry, I had a kind of emails and shit coming through. I say that respect with such emphasis because, and this is going to be a different broadcast that I'm going to do, a topic on a discussion. Is that there's just so much extra shit that goes on that's out there that, of course, we all see on Twitter, Tumblr, when it used to allow it, with people that are portrayed as adult film entertainers when it's really just basically amateur porn. And I don't knock what they do. I mean, they do what they do to get their money. And because if they enjoy having sex, I classify. What the fuck? I classify myself as an adult film entertainer, because I've been doing this for years. I work hard at it. I'm recognized in the industry as I do my best to make sure that it's done for all the models that are on with Rockefellers Entertainment and Rocks Boys, is that they are looked at as adult film entertainers and not just, random fuckboys, posting shit on Twitter, which is sometimes why I try to encourage them. It's like, hey, it's okay to post little videos of you doing whatever on your Twitter, because that's your Twitter. But try not to give too much, meaning like actual, not you being sexually active with another person that's not filmed professionally. Like if it's not filmed by me, then maybe that's something you want to keep to yourself and not post it all on Twitter, because where's the mystery in people wanting to see you? Where's the desire that is created when doing adult films if all you're doing is putting it all on social media for them to see for nothing, not even talking about the company being able to profit from what you're doing, but you being looked at differently and not as a professional, but some type of easy access for people to look at. I'm all about models trying to get out there and make their money and stuff like that. That's fine. You can do it. Join a live cam website, you know what I'm saying? And put yourself online and have, times when people can watch you live and do what you do. Whether it's by yourself or not, at least they're paying to see you while you're doing it versus just posting it on Twitter. A 15-minute video or even an 8-minute video of you, getting dug out or you digging somebody out. I'm sorry for people that aren't used to this kind of language, but I told you this is how I talk. So get over it. But anyway, the boys, understand that all I'm doing is just trying to help them build an image for themselves and their branding, and give them something to be able to say, hey, I'm part of something. It's not all about the person that started it. It's about everybody that's involved. And that's like I tell people, when they come over, hey, I'm not like your boss. Yeah, you work for me, but we work together as well. It wouldn't be what it is without your contribution, no matter how you look at it. You know what I'm saying? It would not be what it is without the models doing what they do, doing what we do. It wouldn't be what it is without you as the fans and supporters subscribing to the website or, clicking like or retweeting things or posting things and saying, hey, this is my favorite, or I'm a fan, or you got to check this person out and go to the site. Stuff like that. So again, that is just, something that I like to do. And regardless of what people say, and this is one thing that people know I'm good for, is that people will always try to say things to, I guess, trigger me to get a response. Oh, well, I heard such and such said this, or you don't do this and you don't do that. Okay, well, either I don't know who the fuck you're talking about, or I don't care who the fuck you're talking about. That person, want to come to me. They know how to reach me. I mean, I'm all over the fucking internet. You can come to me, say what you're going to say, and then I'm going to continue doing what I do. I do not stop doing what I do in anybody's reality because of what another person says. I can't. It just takes too much time and energy to take the negativity of one motherfucker and then turn around and try to figure out why they're saying the things that they do. I go up and down social media timelines, Instagram, Twitter, and stuff like that. And there are times when people may say stuff and I'll inbox them kindly and say, hey, if you don't have nothing nice to say, keep it to yourself or don't post on my timeline. You know, you can inbox me or just don't say shit at all. No, everybody's not going to like my porn. And you know what? That's fine. That is fine. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their particular tastes and likes. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to like me. You don't have to like my models. You don't have to be attracted to them. You know what I'm saying? We can't satisfy everybody. You know, that's what kills me sometimes when people sit up and say, oh, well, you know, they're ugly or I could do better than them. Well, in your eyes, they may be ugly, but to somebody else, especially if they're working for me, they're attractive, they're sexy. You know what I'm saying? It's not about trying to degrade another person. If you want to get into this, you get into it. You do it for the people that enjoy watching it. Your job is to create that fantasy, to provide that sense of satisfaction, whether they're watching you or listening to your moan or whatever it is. That's what it's all about. Yeah, I know I'm all over the place because I do that sometimes, but I just like to get shit out to where I'm kind of answering questions that I know people, you know, like to ask. And if there are questions that you guys want to ask me, whether it be about my lifestyle in the industry or how to become a model or anything like that, feel free to leave your questions or suggestions in the comment section of this post. But I just, you know, that's all I want to do today was just kind of touch bases on that and let y'all know what it is that it's all about and what we do and stuff like that. A big shout out to the new models that are jumping on board. I still got some new people back home in St. Louis that I got to get to and do some work with. There's some new guys in Chicago. There's some in Memphis, Tennessee. There's some in Houston. But, you know, I'm going to be doing my best, you guys this year that do follow us, Rockfellas and rocksboys.com, that to continue to bring you guys some new content this year, which I am going to bring you new content this year. Whether I'm in it or not, it's going to be new. It's going to be hot, and y'all are definitely going to love it. If you're not signed up and you are into what we do, visit rocksboys.com and sign up and join today. Great price. It's only $14.97. That gives you access to everything. You can download videos. You can watch them straight from the website. You can access the videos from your phone or tablet. No, you can't download them. Well, at least I know for the iPhone and iPad, you cannot download videos. And mostly, even Android, you're not allowed to download videos from the website. But if you are, great, good for you. Long as you're paying for the site membership, you just decide that you want to do it. That's fine. I don't care. Just don't be stealing my shit, you know, and y'all know who y'all are. I get it. Sometimes websites are expensive, but if you can get out here and pay whatever you're paying, you know, Tom, Dick, and Harry to do whatever, or even if you're going to some of these other amateur sites and stuff, if you can pay them to get their shit, then you can pay us to watch us do what we do on a professional level, because that's what we are, fucking professionals, you know. So just kind of keep that in mind. Word to the wise, you know what I'm saying? We do what we do because we love doing it. You know, I don't do it for the money. I've never done it just for the money. Nobody can ever say that I've always been about the money and doing porn. I do this because I enjoy entertaining my fans and supporters, and I try to bring on models and stuff that are like that, have the same views. So make sure you follow us. On Twitter is @RocksBoysXXX or @Rockefellers. And then my personal Twitter is @RockRockefeller. All right, so make sure you follow, you know, check out some of the posts, like them, retweet them if you wish. My Instagram is @RockRockefeller, I believe. And then the Rocks Boys Instagram is RocksBoys_official. All you gotta do is search it, and then you'll see it, and just click on it and follow it, stuff like that. If you know somebody or yourself that's interested in becoming a model with rocksboys.com, feel free to visit rocksboys.com /ROCK. complete the model application. Make sure you submit enough photos and a little introduction video about yourself, maybe showing off a little bit. But please, 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 I ask this, y'all. To my bottoms, don't send me like all pictures of your backside. Like you could only look at an ass enough like one time and like, okay, I get it. That's your ass picture. You don't need to send like 6 or 7 ass shots. Like how many fucking pictures can you take of your ass? Same thing over tops. Front shots, okay, I get it. You're a top. That's fine. But I still need to see your ass. You need to show photos of that. Okay? Just do it. All right? Just do it. I'm going to try to make sure that I do another post real soon. And I appreciate you guys tuning in today. Like I said, I rambled, and I do that often. But I got out what I wanted to say, and they were all pretty much on topic. I'm trying to make sure that I have something set for the next conversation that I do and post on here. But I would love to hear some feedback from you guys. But until then, I'm signing off. This is your boy Rock Rockefeller of Rockefeller's Entertainment. Porn star extraordinaire representing rocksports.com. Be sure to check it out if you haven't already. Again, I appreciate you all listening in. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram. And until next time, I am giving you the deuces.